We want to serve each other. We want to help each other. We want to move this mountain together at whatever cost. So, in writing, Urban Umbrella Project is going to be an organization that provides three basic things: protection, connection, and promotion for the most basic level of inner city youth and family focused ministries. So there's a lot of small ministries in Lynchburg that are all ministering to the same area, not just the children, but their parents as well. And each of these ministries is really good at something in particular. So what Urban Umbrella Project is going to do is just provide the basic needs of protection for these organizations. What a lot of these, I'd say 75% of these ministries don't have, is the basic needs of insurance and a nonprofit status. So what's good about that is these ministries are very family focused, very grassroots, very focused on the relationships and the people. But each of them come to a standstill when it comes to needing to fundraise, when it comes to needing insurance to be able to go on trips and to be able to do different things. And also just the protective covering of policies and procedures to say this is exactly how we're going to go about, entering into the lives of these children and these families. What it will also do is provide connection. So one of the things that I'm adamant about is that as a city, we're unified in reaching these communities. So what I've seen in the past is a lot of people trying to reach out to the same areas, even using the same approaches and kind of climbing on top of each other. And that's a beautiful thing because it shows that there's a lot of people that want to be here, that want to be involved. But what happens is you have a lot of people working on the same thing, whereas other areas get neglected. Whereas if we were to connect with each other and communicate and know what each organization, which each ministry is good at, then what we could do is cover all the bases. So that's one of the second main thing for Urban Umbrella Project is connecting all ministries together. So that means not just connecting these very small ministries, but also connecting to some of the larger ones in town as well that are also reaching out to the same area. Another end goal is for total unity, the way that Christ desires for us to be unified among the ministries that serve this city. So, and this goes above and beyond laws and policies and procedures and what does the insurance company say we can and can't do. It goes far beyond that. The end goal is that there's no territorial issues. We're moving away from that at a rapid pace. That there's this mindset of we want to serve each other. We want to help each other. We want to move this mountain together at whatever cost. So the major end goal of Urban Umbrella Project is unity of not just the ministries that serve the inner city of Lynchburg, but the people that we're serving, the people that we come in contact with, that we're this force that screams to a lost world that in Christ there is unity. In Christ there's this desire, this push to meet one another's needs, to put ourselves second, to serve others, and that there's nothing that can be said about us otherwise. And then the third thing is promotion. I've been told many, many times, which has really pushed me to the place that we're at now with starting a nonprofit, is that this ministry is incredible. It's beautiful. But it's very hidden. So it's a lot of people that are not interested in getting their name out there. I say all of our volunteers could care less if anyone knows what they're doing. Even if they're investing all of their free time into this community, they don't advertise it, they don't talk about it. The only people that know what's going on a lot of times is the people that are ministered to and the people doing the ministering. So what Urban Umbrella Project will do is provide the promotion of these ministries for the purpose of funding and getting more volunteers, which is two things that we need to have. So those are the three things that Urban Umbrella Project will provide. And it's not a pushy concept. It's not forcing anyone to change their name or form with a different organization. All it's doing is helping to highlight the things that each organization is good at and serve them where they're not. And nobody can say no to that. You can't say no to something that's just going to come around you and support you and applaud you where you're doing well. So, and the leaders in this city are very, very eager to pray together, to meet together, to serve each other. Some very incredible people here. My favorite analogy that brings tears to my eyes is picturing a family, picturing a mother, a father, some young children, and the dynamics there of the children being able to run outside and play and go to school and run and do all these things that they enjoy and use their creativity and make new friends and do all this stuff because their parents are going to work, paying the bills, making sure there's a roof over their head, making sure that dinner's on the table. And I want Urban Umbrella Project to provide almost that mother and father role to these small ministries so that they can run with what they're good at, minister to this community, meet the needs that God has put before us without being suffocated by the basic needs of how am I going to pay the bills? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? That a young child full of life and energy doesn't need and shouldn't need to worry about. And that's what my vision is for Urban Umbrella Project, to provide for these most basic level ministries.